Normal reaction or normal action. What is normal reaction or normal action? Let us discuss this example to know what is normal reaction. Two identical billiard balls strike a rigid wall with the same speed but at different angles and get reflected without any change in speed. As shown in the figure, this is a billiard ball which strikes the rigid wall with a speed u and it returns back with the same speed u. And this is another billiard ball which strikes the rigid wall at an angle of 30 degree and it reflected back with the same angle of 30 degree, and the speed, the initial speed before striking the wall is equal to, let us say, u, and after reflection on the wall, suppose the speed is same, that is equal to u. So the question is, what is the direction of the force on the wall due to each ball? What is the direction of the force in this case, and what is the direction of force in this case? In both the case, we will see that the direction of force is normal to the wall. Here the direction of force is normal to the wall, and here also the direction of force normal to the wall. What you may say, the normal reaction, or we also say it as normal action. As shown in the figure, this is the x coordinate, this is the x axis, and this is the y axis, and the collision of the ball with the wall is very fast, so it is difficult to calculate the impulsive force and the collision time. That is why the force can be calculated from the change in momentum. Let us first calculate the change in momentum in case A. Here the x component of the change in momentum or impulse, because change in momentum is also called impulse, so the x component of the change in momentum is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. And as you know, momentum is equal to the product of mass and velocity, and final velocity is minus u. As you see, the direction of the velocity in the negative x direction, so m into minus u, and the initial momentum m into u, because the direction of the initial velocity is u in the positive x direction, so m into minus u minus m into u, that is equal to minus 2m into u. And what is the x component of the impulse? As you see, there is no velocity component along y axis. The y component of the impulse, that will be equal to 0, because final momentum minus the initial momentum, and velocity along y direction, you see that there is no component of velocity along y direction, so final momentum is equal to 0 and initial momentum also equal to 0, so the y component of impulse will be equal to 0. Now let us calculate the impulse or the change in momentum of x component in case B. X component of impulse, that is equal to final momentum minus the initial momentum. Final momentum is mass into velocity, and velocity along x axis, you see from the figure, this is the direction of the velocity. So if you draw a line here and perpendicular line here, this will be the x component of velocity, and x component of velocity will be equal to u cos 30 degree, and y component of velocity will be equal to minus u sin 30 degree, because direction of u along this direction, the y value is negative, so in this direction, along y direction, the u component of velocity will be equal to minus u sin 30 degree. Similarly, for the final velocity, you see if you can resolve it into two components, along the x component, the velocity will be equal to negative since it is in the minus x direction, and along y component, the direction of velocity is negative. So along x direction it will be equal to minus u cos 30 degree, and along y component it will be equal to minus u sin 30 degree. So in case B, the x component of impulse will be equal to m into minus u cos 30 degree minus m into u cos 30 degree, because the velocity along x direction will be equal to minus u cos 30 degree, the final velocity along x direction, and the initial velocity along x direction is u cos 30 degree. So the x component of impulse will be equal to minus 2 mu cos 30 degree, and the y component of impulse will be equal to m into minus u sin 30 degree, because for the y component both will be negative. You see, for the y component both will be negative, so minus m into minus u sin 30 degree minus the initial momentum along y direction, that will be equal to m into minus u sin 30 degree. So this will be equal to 0. So there is no component of impulse along y direction, only you have x component of the impulse. So in each case the direction of the force is normal to the wall. So if you throw the ball at any angle to the wall, you will get the normal reaction, that is along this direction. So the next question is, what is the ratio of magnitudes of the impulses imparted to the balls by the wall? So in this case, in the first case, the impulse imparted by the ball, impulse imparted by the wall on the ball is equal to minus 2 mu, and in this case the impulse imparted by the wall is equal to minus 2 mu cos 30 degree. So the ratio of the magnitudes of the impulses imparted to the balls by the wall will be equal to minus 2 mu divided by minus 2 mu cos 30 degree, that will be equal to 1.2. Hence the impulse imparted in case A is more. So if you throw the ball normally to the wall, then you will get more normal reaction or more normal action as compared to the case when you throw the ball at some angle to the vertical.